It's that far over. Ouch. Freezing. So cold. Ugh. I don't think I like that. Do. Snow. What is happening here? Shannon! Hi. It's all right. It's all right. Ugh, I'm drinking this wine and I don't like it. I don't know why I keep trying the wine. It's never good. Ugh, I'm not a wine drinker. Josh had this bottle of white opened and he's like, it's so good. And I'm like, it's not. It's not. It's really not. Ugh. It's not good at all. Ah. Man. It smells so much better than it tastes. It smells very appley. It's very light wine. It's like, it doesn't have like any alcohol. Like, it might as well be juice, like bad juice though. It's all right, but I don't like wine. I don't know why I even bothered. I'm like stressed, I guess. I have like a paper that's due tonight and I've already written it and I should revise it, but I should probably read it over, but I'm just like, no, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm just going to submit it and it's going to be trash. Hi, Kay Kelly. Ugh, that wine is burning my throat. Apple cider would be much better than this. Much better. I'm just not a wine drinker. Every time I try and I just can't. I like sangria, which is basically just wine and fruit, but that's like sweeter. I just can't get down with it. I try, but I just can't. Anyway. Bane has been very needy today, so he might jump up and say hi, but he's like he's been at my feet all day. I've had classes back to back and he's just been down there bugging me. Yeah, I just don't like wine. Yes, Bane, I see you, bud. Yes, you're very cute. I see you there. I just finished some coffee and I was going to get another glass. And then I'm like, and then I saw the wine and I'm like, well, Josh said it was really good. So I'll have a glass. And it's a very light white wine. It's very light. I don't like it. And he's not even here right now, so I can't like pawn it off on him. I could just put it back in the bottle. He'll never know. It's only us two that are going to be drinking it. It's not like anyone else is going to get it, but yeah. Probably just choke it down. He doesn't need to know. But yeah. Coffee is so good. I had a cup today and I'll probably just suffer through it. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah. I did try it. I keep trying the wines, but I just don't like them. I like red, like if I take red wine and I put it with like some like pomegranate juice, like if I mix it, you're not really supposed to do that, but if I do that, then it's not that bad. But I just don't like it. I like champagne. See, I don't like the fizziness of champagne, but I like the taste of champagne. And I like putting champagne in pomegranate juice. I just don't drink very much. I just don't really drink. And I don't like a lot of alcoholic beverages because they're usually gross. Blush wine? Like a rosé? What's blush wine? Or do you mean bluish? Like blue wine? Or do you mean like, I don't know what I'm saying. Like pink. Yeah, like rosé. I've tried that too. I don't like that either. Yeah. You want to know something? I only like recently started drinking. I wouldn't say that I drink at all. I have like one glass of something, maybe every now and again if Josh has like something sitting around, but yeah, but it's just not my deal. Not my deal. They all sound good. Like Josh has like one down there. I'm sure it's going to be disgusting, but there's one down there that he recently got that says like blueberry. And that sounds delicious. It sounds great. And then you get it in the glass and it's like, bleh. I'm like, I'd rather just drink some grape juice. Like, like why do you got to ruin it by like giving me it spoiled? But anyway, anywho, I'm trying to sucker him into picking up some Chipotle on the way home. He'll probably wait and then I won't have any food and then I'll have to make something. Anyway, I finished this like really recently. Hence the coffee. Oh, I feel ya. If I don't drink a cup of coffee when I get off work, I crash so hard. Like I drink a cup while I'm at work, and then when I get home, if I like have schoolwork to do or if I have something to do, I have to have another cup. Otherwise, I crash so hard. It's like I work customer service, so like it's just exhausting. It just weighs you down. And then like faking through a smile all day and faking being nice all day is just exhausting. Like people don't realize, like my job is exhausting because I'm always running around doing stuff and stocking and stuff. But it's also exhausting because like you got to actually like interact with humans and they're the worst. But anyway. So I can't type. Yes, hello. There's a cat on my lap. I don't know if you can even see. Sorry. There he is. Making biscuits. You have to get department manager to see. Oh, yeah. Same thing as me, like you have interactions with humans and it's awful and it's exhausting and stocking food. Yeah, I feel ya. Anyway, I have to get cats. Yeah, Bane, go get some food. He's going to be drooling on me here in a minute. He drools when he does this now. Well, he always did that, but he's been really bad with it lately. Yes, Bane, you're very cute, and I love you very much. Good boy. He's so much more snuggly, like, since Hannah passed away. Like, he just wants some extra love. He's a good boy. He's like, you can't really see, but he's like burying himself. He's burying himself like in my elbow. Sorry, make you dizzy. Anyway, well, I read this. I did. I finished it today. I had to switch to the audiobook so I could get it done because that freaking headache I had earlier in the week, like I had like migraines or something. It was awful. It was awful. Oh, there's 5. There's 5 cats in this house. 5 cats. There's one here, one there, one there. I don't know where the other 2 are. I don't know if there's one up there or not. I can't tell. Can't tell. Is there one up there? No. I don't know where the other 2 are. Sorry. I keep moving the screen. It's going to make you dizzy. No, I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Hey. Oh, that's Oberyn over there. And in here is, I think this is Sansa. I can't really tell. Hey. I can tell by her fur that this is Sansa. Yeah, this is Sansa. I don't know where Drogo and Arya are. Probably in the bathroom somewhere. Messing around, but around somewhere. You're drooling on me, bro. It's gross. Ew. Why do you do that? Why do you drool? He's making biscuits and he's just drooling all over me. You're gross. Ugh, ew, I just put my arm in a puddle. You're falling, bro. Oh, goodness. He's a huge cat, too. Yeah, he's a little bit older. He's older than the other ones. They're all the same age because they were from the same litter. But he's a chunky boy. 2 are probably down there. Probably on the counter. Oh, I thought you were gonna hit me. He got his hand stuck in the blanket. Thought he hit me. But anyway. See ears. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're down on the counter, probably being bad. But he's my old baby. Making biscuits. He's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. I'm surprised Ari isn't up here. She's always like right by his side. Did Maya have any cats? I don't think she did she? I don't think so. She didn't have any pets, I don't think. Yeah, the were hyenas. Do they count? Just her and her parents. Yeah. I think were hyenas count. They weren't really hers, though. Well, I had to, like I said, I had to switch to the audiobook because because my freaking, ouch, bro. Claws, bro. Claws. Because of freaking head and like migraines I had early in the week. And then I had schoolwork to do, and then it just caught up to me. I was doing so good on progress with this, and then I had to switch. But I'm glad I did because the audio adds like it was an interesting audiobook. It like adds sound like to certain scenes and like effects. It was weird. Was I shocked at the ending? No, I didn't. I was kind of shocked that it was resolved as cleanly as it was. Like, I thought that it was going to leave on, like, a bigger cliffhanger than it did. I was shocked that they're actually going to train her to be, like, the next Guardian. But hyenas were cool. Tough cookies, yeah. Yeah, the audiobook, like, adds sound. I would play some, but I don't know. I'm not going to risk it with the whenever I touch anything that isn't appropriate. We all know. Remember Blended? trying to talk about blended and freaking, I got kicked off, 3 times? Oh, so frustrating. And it's like, you have been showing merchandise that isn't someone, or I'm like, what? I haven't even done anything. Yeah, it wrapped up. Yeah, there's like, it's got like sound effects and like voice effects on like some of the characters, which was really cool. No, it was a really quick middle grade. And I think like once we got to like the peak of the story, I'm a creative writing major and I can't even think of the word. But once we got there, it was like, it like flew. I'm kind of thinking, why would she agree? I don't know. I think she's just happy that, I think she's just happy to be involved. But yeah, that is a really good point, because she said she was like really struggling with like hurting. Ooh, that looks really pretty in the, looks way prettier in the screen than it does in real life. It's like a pretty purple. But yeah, I was thinking that same thing, because she's like that's a very like good point, because she was saying like she was sad that she hurt someone. Bane, you are really heavy, bro. I am so sorry to disrupt you. You're mad at me now. You're gonna leave. Okay, go ahead. Oh, but you are so heavy. Oh, I'm so sorry, bud, but you weigh my legs down. Yeah, and that the adults didn't end up going in. Yeah. Yeah, that live stream was rough. Oh my goodness. The kids, they were the malicious. They seemed to hear. Yeah. Feels like it might be a question of maintaining the balance, something you can do forever. Yeah. I think it was, I think it was really, I think it's also like, I think for her like whole life, she hasn't been given like, that's a lot of responsibility for like a 12-year-old to start training to like guard the veil. And you know, for that, for even though she's like, I don't want to hurt people, and she saw like the bad parts of being like a guardian of the veil, I think like for like that someone that young, that much responsibility being given to you from like your elders, your superiors, particularly her dad, now that her dad's like home, she's probably on like a high from that, you know, and probably forgetting about the bad stuff. But like, I don't know, I would be like honored to have that kind of responsibility like bestowed upon me at that age. Excuse you. Hello, Ari. Ari is here. She's like, I hear you kicked out my buddy. Yeah, fear their leader. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't even know about this world like a week or a month ago. Yeah, I think she's, like I said, I think she's probably on like a bit of like a high from it, you know, like her dad's back now. And I don't know when this is kind of set, like if it's set in like our modern day world, like I'm assuming it is, like the parts that are set here. And like I feel like a lot of like bad things happen in like the world, and we kind of just like we're so desensitized that like when the bad stuff happens, we're just like bloop. Like, that makes sense. That doesn't really make sense. But like when bad things happen, it's easy to like, when you have that peak of that high, it's easy to like ride with the high. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? I'm not making any sense. I'm the best book reviewer, don't you just think? I'm the best. What can I say? Like oh God, I'm going for another sip. Josh is like, coat the glass. It makes it taste better. What? Ugh. Eh. It's not good. I know. I definitely want to read the next book too. Did you read? I have read the first 3 books in Percy Jackson. I haven't made it very far. Ask Shannon. I'm really bad with series. I don't think I'd finish like anything without Shannon holding my hand. She helps me finish so many series because I procrastinate them. I hoard them is probably a better word. I have my series shelf is over there right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's just some of them. I have like 20. That's just some of them. 20 like series that are started. And that's just some of them. That's just a small dose of them. It's so embarrassing. Yes, I'm counting series. It's so embarrassing. But she seems to know like the myths from the other stories, which was a bit confused about. Like, were comics influenced by the legends? Wouldn't that make it a threat of them being revealed? Oh, I think she was talking a lot about like these stories that her dad tells her. I think they're from I don't want to say it's not African folklore. It's like a type of folklore. I brought this book over because this is very because this is her other series. I think this is YA, right? Yeah, this is YA. Because remember I said this was one of my favorite. This is another series that I haven't finished yet. To be fair, only the next book is out so far, and I haven't read it yet. But this has like a lot of like that similar mythology. Like a lot of that similar, like there's witch doctors and there's like the Demon King. It's a lot more like similar themes, I would say. But yeah, I think, this, I am so surprised that this is not, I think I've said this before. I'm so surprised that this is not a Percy Jackson Presents series. I'm like really surprised. I understand what you mean. When the situation gets intense, sometimes it's exactly when you step up to the occasion. Yeah, rise to the challenge. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's out in September, I think. Yes, that's series that I've started. Don't even get me started on series that I own that I haven't started. We're not going to do that. That's not a thing. That's what I had a question about. Yeah, they don't go into specifics. Yeah, I think it's like folklore. A lot of those stories are like known folklore. I think. Like a mythology. Yeah. I don't know. That's a very good question. Do we call it mythology when it's a religion? That's a very good question. So maybe it's not like mythology. I don't know, because a lot of the Aru Shai books are Hindu mythology, but Hinduism, is it Hinduism? Is also a religion? Is it Hinduism, or is it actually called like something else? I don't know. They don't go into specifics. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just abused myself. If you liked this, like the themes, I think you'd like this, but just be prepared that this is a lot darker. But I mean, it is YA, so it's very much allowed to be. But anyway, yeah, it definitely feels like it could be like a Rick Riordan. I think that if you like this one, you would definitely like Percy Jackson. You would definitely like Aru Shai, which I've only read the first book in the Aru Shai series. I think the last one is coming out soon, in like a couple weeks maybe. I'm not sure. I pre-ordered it, so whenever it arrives is when. when it comes out for me. Like once I pre-order it, it's out of sight, out of mind until it arrives at my door. But technically, I think all religions are mythology, but ones that are kind of currently accepted, currently practicing to be religion. Yeah, I agree with that. I think religions are mythologies. And I don't know. You'd have to ask a theology student that, I guess. Because, like, if you think about it, like, even Christianity is, like, technically, Christianity is a mythology. Technically, although that probably would get a lot of people pissed. So I don't know. Oh, yeah. April 6th. So I knew it was soon. I knew it was a couple weeks because I keep seeing her post about it. Rashi Chatsky, she's just delightful. I love her books. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's true, but it's like something that people probably don't want to hear. No. I don't think it's insensitive, but I'm sure it is to some people, so I don't know. That's like I said, I feel like that's a huge like theology question, whether or not it's like mythology or religion. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like this has a lot of like themes that are very similar in Kingdom of Souls, but again, very, very much darker. I mean, that one deals with like a demon king instead of a dark, or instead of a shadow bringer. Was that what this was? I forgot already. Oh my god, I just finished it. Dark bringers? Are they dark bringers? What stars? I think I haven't officially rated it on Goodreads yet. I'm gonna take another sip. I'm gonna hate every second of it. Yep, hate every second of it. It's not getting any better. I haven't officially rated it yet on Goodreads because I like to take a minute. But I think it's like, I rate really high though, so I don't know. But I think it's a 5-star. It might be a 5-star read for me. It's at least like a 4.5, so I'll probably just round up. I think it's a 5-star read, but I give 5 stars out like easy peasy. But oh, Dr. Z is he's a comic book character, right? Dr. Z. I can't imagine his face right now. Why did I close out of that? Ugh. It's not good. Dr. Z, I think he's a comic book character, right? Or is that a made-up character? I thought he was a real character. Oh, yeah. Here he is. Images. Why am I pulling it up here? I can't even show you. Nothing came up anyway. Just Dragon Ball Z. I thought he was a real character. Maybe I'm high. I don't know. It's not a very well-known character. Is that Dr. Zero? Is that counted? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know. I loved that whole Comic-Con scene though. Bringer of Dark Bringer. Yeah. With 4 stars, I'm a little stingier. Yeah, everyone's way more stingier than I am. I give out 5 stars willy-nilly. I'm like, this one was a 5-star. This one was a 5-star. They're all 5 stars. I can't remember. Well, I've been cheating on my Goodreads goal this year. If you follow me on Goodreads, you probably know that I've been cheating. I've been putting in to Goodreads. I don't know why I didn't do this before, but every small short story thing that I have to read for this crappy class, my American history class. It's all my American literature class, sorry, which is absolutely, I hate that class so much. But everything that I have to read, I've been tracking. Like if it's on Goodreads, it's like a short story. I've been tracking it, and the ratings have not been very high because I haven't really read anything great. We read The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, and it was the only thing that we read that I actually liked, and we didn't even talk about it. I was so pissed. I hate that class so much. Anyway. Some of the characters in Comic-Con were real because, there were like the stormtroopers in there. That's why I assumed Dr. Z was there. And I think that's who I was thinking of. I was thinking Dr. Zero, which is like in the Shadow Man series. That's who I was like envisioning. But I honestly don't know for sure. It might have just been someone she made up for that comic. Or not for the comic, for the book, but that's who I was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know. If you read Percy Jackson, it would influence your rating because I haven't read any mythology books really. I've read a lot of his mythology stuff. Okay, I haven't read a lot of them, but I've read a little bit. I read his Percy Jackson. I've started the Arushai. I own Gabby and Sal and Gabby Break the Universe. I'm really excited to start that one someday, but it's over there, but I'll get there. But yeah, I do really like his series. I want to start the Tristan Strong series, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But they have so many great books in his imprint. He's such a good, he is like the definition of like a white ally. Like he created this platform for people to be able to tell their stories, and like he even says at like the beginning of Arushai, the first book, he says like about how he could never write Hindu mythology, but then he gives this platform to Roshni Chokshi so she can read it, so she can tell her story and tell her history or her mythology. And I love that about him. It just makes me love him even more, even though I've only read like a smidgen of his books. Oh, Fall of the House of Usher is so short. So short. It's extremely short. There was like a free audiobook on Audible, and I listened to the audiobook for it. Because if I can do that for my class, if I can find the audiobook somewhere, a lot of them are on like YouTube. Oh, here's my phone. A lot of them are on YouTube because because it's so much old crap. Like this is American literature beginnings to 1865. That's as far up as this book goes. Like, ugh. And it's very boring stuff, and it's not very good. So of course the one story that I actually enjoyed, we don't talk about. Have you ever been to Comic-Con? I want to so bad. So bad. It is on the bucket list. Comic-Con is, but it's so freaking expensive. So expensive. And it's so expensive. And I guess there's the one in New York, I guess would be the one I would probably go to first. But the one in Cali is like supposed to be like the big one. So like, I don't know. Someday. Yeah. Like I said, there's a Dr. Zero in the Shadow Hunt. Is it Shadow Hunt? It's not Shadow Hunter. It's Shadow Man series, I think. I think. But he's not Dr. Z. I don't know what she's referring to. Like in here. So it might have been someone she just reminded me of Invader Zim. Yeah. Sal and Gabby Break the Universe looks delightful. That series looks delightful. Everything, like I said, everything in that imprint just looks great. And I love it. I really want to get into it. I just get overwhelmed when there's a million spin-offs. Yeah. He's such a great guy. Uncle Rick. I love him. He's such a good guy. Yeah, Poe's stuff is like well, the House of Usher or whatever, that one I'm trying to get Josh to read it because we just finished Haunting of Hill House, or The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor. We finished both of those. And I think that they should 110% make the next one based on the House of Usher. I think it would be such a good show, like such a good next one. But I don't know if they're ever going to make a next one, but yeah. Oh, reading through the Rick Riordan books. Yay. Tickets sell out in 5 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing. You have to get the tickets, and it's like you have to like be at your computer, like, or you have to win tickets. There's like no other way you're going to be able to go. My sister, before COVID hit and ruined everything, my sister goes to a lot of conventions, and even smaller conventions are just as fun. You still get to dress up as in cosplay. She goes to a lot of anime conventions, and I've gone with her, but she, like, you still get to dress up. They're closer knit too, so you end up meeting, you know, people that you probably wouldn't have met in the big huge crowds. And they still have events and stuff, and they usually have like a rave, you know, for the kids. I mean, they're like, a lot of them are like adults, but they're still just as fun. She loves them because she's really into anime and manga and all that. So she goes to a lot of conventions because she loves to cosplay. But yeah. Yeah, I'm at the 3rd Percy Jackson book. I'm only in the 3rd one. I should join them. I can't. Who are we kidding? I'll never catch up. Yeah, I've read the first 3 of the Percy Jacksons. One a month isn't bad though, because they're really easy books to read. There's so many. So many. It's a little overwhelming. That's pretty terrible. I don't know how much the tickets are. Oh, I'm sure the tickets for, I have never looked at the tickets for Comic-Con, but I can only imagine. 100. It's got to be at least 100 something. It's got to be at least like more than 100. Especially now, like after COVID hits, I see prices for that kind of stuff like being jacked up because I think the supply or the demand is going to be so high. It's going to be bad. I don't have COVID. That is the wine burning my throat. Should I have another sip? Sure. Let's burn my throat even more. Rave for the kids. My sister likes the dance party thing. I never went to one of them. I never went to them. My sister is so into going to like the conventions and stuff that she has, most of the time she has more than one costume. Like she changes in the bathroom into like a 2nd or 3rd sometimes costume in one day. Even if the event goes the whole week or the whole weekend. Yeah. She's obsessed. I love her. She's great. But She loves them. She loves those conventions. She misses them deeply, I'm sure. No, she didn't even get to enjoy the Comic-Con. I think that was the last thing on her mind, though, like missing her dad. But like, that was like a huge bummer. Like, she barely was there. In-day costume change. Yeah. I've only gone as with her to a couple. I forget who I dressed up as. I dressed up as Nana. Excuse you. Someone very loud driver. I dressed up as Nana, I think, from Nana, from the manga and the anime Nana once. Did I dress up as someone from Vampire Night? I can't remember. I think I was going to, but I didn't. I dressed up as Tina from Bob's Burgers. That was one of the days that my sister had a costume change, because then halfway through the day she changed into Louise. So we matched halfway through the convention. The first half of the convention I was by myself and I was dressed up as Tina. And then another one I dressed up as Gaz from Invader Zim. I loved that. I loved that one. That was fun. And at that convention I got to meet the voice of Gur and the voice of Zim, which was really cool. It was really cool. The guy whose voice Zim, well, they both have voice like many people, but the guy who voiced Zim, I think Zim, is either Zim or the guy who voices Gur. I can't remember which one, but one of them also voices, I can't think of his name. The wine's seeping in, I guess. The robot from Power Rangers. I don't know if you remember it. Oh, what the hell is his name? Yeah, that guy. But anyway, I got kind of went off on a tangent. Yeah, I hope they get to go again. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for her to get tickets, but I hope they get in it, like, to go together again. She wanted to dress up as Louise anyway. If anything, I matched her, but I love Tina. Tina is my embodiment. What was I going to look up? I was going to look something up. Oh, the name of the robot from Power Rangers. What the heck is his name? Alfalfa. I don't even have to look it up. It's Alfalfa, isn't it? And now I'm going to have to look it up to justify if I'm right. Power Rangers. It's Alfalfa. I'm like 20%. Like 80% sure. No, not like the collective robot that they are. No. What is the name of the robot? No. I'm just going to Google Power Ranger Alfalfa. Alfalfa? Alfalfa? His name is... What? What is that? What is that? That is awful. They like changed the way Alfalfa looks? What? Blasphemy. Oh, well, they changed the way the Power Rangers look like 20 times as well. Alfalfa 1 is what I want to see. Can I have a picture of him? And now I'm just Googling Alfalfa pictures. See, I get lost. There is something wrong with me. It is Alfalfa, though. That's all I need to know. Or Alpha. Sorry. Not Alfalfa. Alpha. It's Alpha. It's Alpha. Alpha. Oh, God. Close the search engine, Izzy. Tangents are part of our live show. Yeah. I get so, you can tell I'm a Gemini by these live shows. I feel like anyone who like pops into this live show and listens to me just ramble for like 5 minutes can determine that I'm a Gemini, because I'm always like a million things. It's just part of the brain, just how it works. Oh, is it the new Power Rangers movie? I have no interest. Oh, wait, I have seen it. The newest one, or not the newest one. Isn't there more than one? Did they make more than one? Or did they only make the one new one? But I have seen the new one, and I fell asleep. It was not worth the 2 hours. So, it was, yeah, I think I fell asleep. I'm like 98% sure. I have seen it, but I think I fell asleep through it. I think I put it on just to have it on, and I fell asleep. I was thinking of like the Ooze film that came, god damn it, here we go again. Was it Power of Ooze or something? Rangers film. That's what I was thinking of, like the original film called Ooze or something. Yeah, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, this one. Yes. Oh my god, it's on Blu-ray. Why? It came out in like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, like that came out in like the 90s. Did it come out? 1995. And I know they made like a new Power Rangers movie that came out in 2017 that I have also seen, and it was sleepy time. Yes, that's what I want. I want to click on the movie. Okay, fine. You don't want to give me that? Fine. Movie 2017. Yeah, I fell asleep. Yep, I'm remembering it vividly. Yeah, it had that guy, Drake, I don't know how you say his name. The guy who's on Stranger Things. The guy plays on Stranger Things. But anyway, he plays like the main Power Ranger. Anyway, I'm on a tangent again. I went down it. It happens. I get sucked in. How about a Frankie spinoff series? Yes, I love Frankie. I also love the name Frankie for a girl. I love boy names on girls. Thus making it a unisex name. I love that. But I love Frankie because it reminds me of I can't play it for you because I will be kicked off this tangent, or kicked off this live show. But there's a song called Frankie by D-Generation, which is an obscure band from this area. Frankie? Probably can't even find it with a Google search. That's like how bad it is. That's how hard it is to find. No, I don't want you to play. Do not play the song. I don't want to get kicked off. Do not play the song. I don't want to get kicked off. Do not play the song. Thank you. Yes, it's here on YouTube. It's by D-Generation, and it's called Frankie, and that's all of it was playing in my head when I heard her name. I love it. Just not get a thumbs up from Izzy. No. Yeah. You were thinking about the one that came out in 2017. It's good if you need a nap. I did not enjoy it. I went sleepy time. I do recommend the one that came out in the 90s. It might not be good if you don't have nostalgia involved, but I enjoyed it. But I mean, I did grow up with it, so. It's cheesy though, because it was the 90s, but it'd be interesting to see where Frankie's story would go. Yeah, I hope in the rest of these books, I hope in the rest of these books that they do dive into the other characters and their powers and what they have, like, and their stories. I'm interested to see where the series goes. I'm interested to see if it's going to be like the Magic Misfits, like we read, where it's like a different character each book, or if it's like a Rushai, where there's a main character. Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't read any except for the first book, but like there's a main character, and then the other characters just are behind them. But I would love to read from multiple perspectives of the kids. I would love that. But anyway, not that I wouldn't like to. Ooh, I'm yawning. Not that I wouldn't like to stay with Maya, but It's the wine. It's making me sleepies. I liked Eli too. He was like obsessed with all things like ghosties. Oh yeah, the turning. Yeah, I saw an ad for that. Yeah. I won't be kicked off this tangent. You're welcome. You can learn more about his ghost army. Yes. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't mind following, Maya some more, but I think it would be really cool to see like the other characters a bit more. Just to get to know like their stories a bit fuller, but maybe she'll end up doing that in like the further books. I don't know. I wonder if they're going to like also like, because she's going to be the new like trained to be the new guardian. I wonder what they're going to do with the other ones though. Like, are they going to train the other kids or not? Like to know how to use their stuff because they got powers too. So like, I don't know. Yeah, they work together a lot. Yeah. I just would like to know a little bit more in depth about them. I think it'd be nice because we only got Maya's perspective. Not that her perspective wasn't great, but yeah, where do they fit in? Yeah. I concur. This wine is making me sleepy. I didn't even have that much. I needed a cup of coffee now. I hope Josh comes home with food. I'm going to be very angry if he does not. Not really. I have food in the fridge, but still, I want Chipotle. Yeah, where do they fit in now that she's a guardian? Maybe in between her stories. Yeah. Maybe they'll do, it would be nice if maybe they'll do like a multiple perspective thing inside the books. I don't know. I just would like to go like home with Eli and just see like his house life. The same with like Frankie. Like I'd like to go home and like see her with her moms. I just want to go home with them. But I don't know. What's the next book called? I don't. Here we go again. I can't. I gotta be kept away from Google. It's bad for me. Maya, and the Rising Dark, Book 2. 2. And the Return of the Godlings. That's them, right? That's her friends, right? Oh, I love the cover. It's so cute. And she's already writing a third one. Delightful. I love the cover. Get to see Frankie and Eli. Oh my goodness. No, I don't want other editions. I want to enlarge the cover. The one time that I want to enlarge the cover and it doesn't do it. I love it. Why did I bring it up here and I didn't bring it up on my phone so I could just show you? It looks delightful. Anyway. That makes me think, like that cover makes me think that we're gonna see a lot more of them and that they're gonna be involved with her like training. So hopefully they get trained too. That cover is delightful. What a beautiful covers too. The covers are so pretty. It looks like the same cover designer did that one. And they're just a really good cover designer. Who made this? Who made this? Jacket illustration. Jacket design was by Oh, I'm not even going to say that name. I will end up saying it wrong. Charismar Rodriguez. And Geneva Bowers did the illustration. Looks like they got the same people. It's pretty. It's pretty. Here I am just looking at like my screen. It's worth the Google. It's worth the Google. Anyway. Oh yeah, the twin neighbors. Oh, I loved it. And I loved Nana, like getting all beautiful all of a sudden. Like, I love it. They were interesting. Yeah. I think this is going to be a trilogy as well. This Kingdom of Souls. I think this is going to be a trilogy as well. I don't know if this is going to be a trilogy, if they're going to expand it even further, but cover is beautiful. Cover is really pretty. Yeah. Goddess of Beauty, and she warned about vanity. Yeah. Oh, and there was Aleko. I forgot how they're pronounced, but Alekos. Those, I don't know if you remember, but remember those same things? They were like what? I can't think of it. I'm pointing over there, but it doesn't look like it. I'm pointing over there. They were what? Remember we read Song Below Water? That's what they were. They were like Alekos. Yeah, A Song Below Water. See? It all connects. Every book connects. Yeah, I like that we get to see everybody. I love it. It's so great. I wish I could make it even bigger. I want to like zoom in. It's such a pretty cover too. It's going to look so well like next to this one. So excited. So pretty. Very pretty. 10 out of 10. Yes, based on connected mythology. Yes, Alekos, Orishas, yeah. Orishas. Yes, A Song Below Water. It's a book over there, but a hardcover? Oh, do you have this in paperback? I got it in hardcover. Yes, that's what the children, yeah, I have that exactly right here. This one. I think that's what's in here too. Yeah, Orishas. I think that's like that same like mythology. And then this one's like witch doctors is more what's in here. I think Orishas might be mentioned, but I can't remember. It's been so long. The Demon King is all I remember. Ooh, this book was deep though. But yeah. Oh, an ebook. Yeah. Same difference. Doesn't matter however you read it. Yes. Yeah, it must be a part of like the mythology. This has been on my shelf like since it came out, and I still haven't read it because it's intimidating. Oh, Kingdom of Souls. Yeah, it's a little chunky. It's a little chunky. It's 485. Hold on. 85, 86, 86, 85, 86, 85. Yes, 85, 485 pages long. I listened to the audiobook, I think, for this one, and it was intense. Intense. It's really pretty, though. Really pretty. I really like the black and gold. I'm not a huge gold person, but it's pretty. These books' covers are, like, so pretty. I think the next one is even bigger, which intimidates me. But it's over there somewhere. And there's, like, a pile over there. Where the fantasy books so long. I know, right? It's huge. Yeah, they're the same author. I didn't even know until Shannon mentioned this one. I didn't even know that she made a middle grade series because I read this last year, Kingdom of Souls last year, and I loved it. It's dark and it will shatter your heart, but it was so good. But I didn't know she wrote a middle grade until Shannon mentioned it. And then I loved it. So great. Is it small print? Oh, this one? No, I don't think so. No, I think it's like the standard like YA size print. It's not small. No. I was trying to see if there was like anything else like inside it, but no. So, you know, sometimes they have like letters and stuff inside, but no. No, it's just like that standard YA size print. I didn't even know it was the same author. What a coincidence. Yeah. I'm glad that you suggested it though, because it was so good. Is there a map? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think there is. No, there's no map. It's not really so much a world. It's basically set in like the same area. Like the world itself isn't like that big of a part of the story. A lot of the story involves family. There's a lot of family dynamics, particularly between the main character and her mom. There's a lot of family dynamics and a lot of like the main character really like trying to find like her place. Like the whole premise, like at the beginning of the book. Yeah, the premise here, it even says it right here. She's born into a family of powerful witch doctors. Like her mom and her dad are both witch doctors. But she doesn't have any magic yet. She has yet to come into her magic. And like, it's not always like a guaranteed thing that she will come into magic. But yeah, it says here, she yearns for magic of her own. And then down here at the bottom, it says, oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but it says she pays unless she pays the price for the magic to save it. Yeah, unless she pays the price. So it's like all magic. Yeah, here it says it. Up top here it says magic comes with a price. So it's got a lot of like family dynamics. A lot. And I think that's like what really got to me. And there's like a demon, there's the Demon King guy. It's really dark, but really good. It's really good. Like children are vanishing and she's trying to figure out like what's going on. It's really good. I highly recommend it. It's a chunky boy, but it's good. No illustrations though. No. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, this doesn't have illustrations either. I know. I was thinking that like before the live chat, I was thinking that like I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't really have any illustrations to like talk about because like Magic Misfits had a bunch of illustrations. I didn't even think about it though until like right before the live show. I'm like, oh yeah, there isn't any. Yeah. Kingdom of Souls is, like I said, it's heavy. Whew, it's something, but I think it's really good. I really like the world. I really like the character. I think it's more character driven than world driven, but it's a lot of family dynamics. But really good. I liked it. It's on my top books of 2020. But yeah. Yeah, Magic Misfits had a ton of illustrations. So good. I didn't even drink like any of it, and it's like making me sleepy, and I don't know why. I barely drank any of it. Oh yeah, we do have to pick a next read, don't we? I have no clue. Yeah, she's really good at creating like a setting. Like, oof. She's really good with imagery. Yeah. I think she was really good with imagery in here as well. But like I said, I don't think the mythology is important, I feel like. But there's not too much of a world to build, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's so good. In Chicago. That's where this is set, right? Yeah, Chicago, right? Yeah, South Side. I love it. I love it. I love like the whole neighborhood. I'd like to get more into like the neighborhood. Although I'm sure the next couple books are going to be less in the real world. But deep dish pizza and Dunkin'. I don't think I've ever been to the Chicago airport. Yeah, is she? I think she is, yeah. She grew up in Alabama. I don't know where she lives now. Says she grew up in Alabama. Small town Alabama. Huh. Doesn't say where she lives now, though. Maybe she lives there now. I don't know. Oh, Arthur's Note. I didn't read the author's note. Damn it. I usually do. I didn't this time. Love to go there one day. I've never been to I haven't been to Chicago and I haven't been to Toronto. I haven't been to either one. Yeah, I haven't been to either one. Which is weird to me. It's weird that I've been to more places I feel like overseas than I have here. There's so much to see here. But like, no, I haven't been. I've been to LA and I've been to New York. But I mean, New York's like 5 hours away, if that. Well, 5 hours with traffic. It's like 3 on a good day without traffic. But if you drive fast and you don't hit traffic, but you're going to hit traffic. So 5 hours. But it's only like one page. I know. I didn't even read it. I think because I was finishing it up on audio and they don't read the author's notes. I've never been to Canada, even though it's right there. Like I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's not that far away at all. It's just like I think like Niagara Falls is like 4 hours away. Something like that. Maybe 5, I think. And right there's Canada, and I've never been. I've seen it from across the falls, but I haven't been there. And I've been to Savannah. Savannah's really pretty. I've been to like different places down in Florida. I've been all the way down. Like I've driven through Alabama, and I drove back through Alabama. I've been all the way down along the East Coast. I've been to like Arizona, Utah, that like corner. Arizona, Utah. I feel like I'm missing one that I've been to there. Nevada and California. And then we drove once from here, Pennsylvania, straight across to like, or straight down to like South Dakota. And we went to Wyoming, where we went to Yellowstone National Park, which is just beautiful. And then we went up through Montana and through like North Dakota and drove back like that way. That was a long trip, but that was a nice trip. I like that road trip. It was nice. Just sleeping in the car. It was really nice. There's like once you hit like South Dakota, I was doing like I was seeing how fast my car could go. It was very not safe. I was doing like 120 on a road that the speed limit was like 88, so I wasn't like that over. It wasn't 88, it was 80, but I was doing like 120. Anyway, I got distracted. It's my tangents. I've never been. I've heard the Niagara Falls side, or the Canada side of Niagara Falls, is way beautiful. Way more beautiful. That's what I'm trying to say. I've heard it's way more beautiful than the US side, from what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but because I haven't been over there, but it is really pretty. I love it there. Oh, live in Seattle. I haven't been to Seattle yet. Nope. And I've only been in California. I've only been in like LA because I have friends that live out and they live like right outside of LA. They live in San Pedro, which is right outside LA. But I haven't been. I love LA. LA is gorgeous, but I love California. I would love to drive up the coast of California. It would be really nice, but I haven't done that. Yeah, the Horseshoe Falls on that side. Yeah, that's what I've heard, and I've heard it's really pretty. But Josh can't go to Canada now because of his felony. His stupid felony that makes no sense. And that's the only country that he's like restricted to go to is like Canada, and he hates Canada now because of it. Hate is a strong word, but he does not like even like bringing up. I can't even bring up Canada. He gets so upset. I really want to go to Powell's. Yeah. I want to go to Portland. Yeah, Powell's. I've been to the Strand bookstore in New York City. That's a great like Hallmark staple bookstore. It is really bad. Yeah, it sucks. Especially because it's right there. Like we could just take like a weekend and just go. But nope. I don't even know. Like he won't even like try to go because I think he's just like anxious as what would happen if he went to the border, like when they scan his passport. But online it says he can't go. So I don't know. It's sad. Yeah, resents. That's a better word. I wouldn't say hates, but resents. Yes. That is a way better word. Yeah. I feel bad for him too because it's so stupid. That whole situation is so stupid. Like a library, but so much variety, but you can buy things. Oh, yeah, I've never been. Never been. I have been buying from a lot of independent bookstores like lately, either through bookshop.org or through just in general. But yeah, I've been finding some great bookstores because of that, because of buying my books that way. Yeah, it's okay. Like he's not like heartbroken or anything about it. There's way more places that he wants to go more than Canada, so it's all right. It's all right. It's just really funny because like we went to like Turkey, which is like you would think that you'd need like a special visa to go. But like nope. Oh, anyway, sorry. Yeah, tangents. Pick next book. I don't even know what to read. I don't even know. I need to like start like making like a list of books we can read together because I don't even know. My middle grade shelf is all the way over there. I don't know if you want to read middle grade or YA or series or standalone. I don't know. I should flip a coin. I know. I should make a list. Oh. Series or standalone. What do you want? Tails? Tails for series? Heads for standalone. Do we agree to these terms? I'm not really good at flipping coins. This is really bad for me. I'm not really good. But look at these. Anyway, look. Sorry. Tangent again. Look. Come on. Focus. Focus. Don't look at my gross fingers. Look at the bat. Oh, actually, it's upside down. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. There we go. Now you can it's a bat. It's a bat. It's a bat. It's two little bats. It's a big bat holding a baby bat. It's the cutest coin I've ever seen in my life. It's American Samoa, which is like one of our territories. Anyway, it's like their national park is like famous for fruit bats. It does kind of look like a cat though. Yes. Oh my God, it's so cute. I wish there wasn't such a glare. It's focusing more on my gross fingers than the cute bat. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's the cutest coin that we have. We have like a bunch of them that have like, they have George Washington on this side, but a bunch of them that have all those different things. But this is my favorite coin. Anyway. All right, what did I say? Series is bat. Series is bat, right? And heads is standalone, right? Yeah. Okay. Two bats. Yeah. Series. Yeah. Series is the bats. Series is the bats. Heads is a standalone. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's the bats. It's the bats. I'm really bad at flipping coins. I just caught it. It's the bats. Now we need to find a series. The hard part. Now we need to find a series to read. Any suggestions? I'm going to check my... Ouch! I'm abused. There's like books everywhere. I'm going to check over here on my shelf. I don't really have any series. It's too dark over here. Can't see anything. I got... Now we just need to find a series. Some stuff from shelf, and we see what feels like a good fit. I have my tarot cards here if we need to do that again. Okay. Any suggestions? I have the Shadow and Bone series. Have you guys read that? I haven't read that. I don't know if I want to read it, though. I don't know. Do we want middle grade or do we want YA? Looking for a series. Oh, I still like the Shatter Me series too, but I've heard they're like dramatic. And that's a really big series. I could do YA or middle grade. Middle grade or YA. Let's see what I got over here on my middle grade shelf. Anything? I do have that Sal and Gabby. But I don't know when the next one's come out. Whoa, almost fell. Oh yeah, there's also this one. Is this multiple series or is this only one book? Oh, there's also Dragon Pearl. I think this is a series, but I don't know if that's a series or not. Korean American, grew up in both Texas. Huh. See, Rick Riordan's, his stuff is just delightful. Yeah, Shatter Me extended it. Oh, sorry, that light is really bright now. Why did I turn that on? Oh, yeah. That is a standalone. Is it? Oh. This doesn't really have... Oh, it kind of has pictures. It's got, like, headers, but not pictures. Oh, it's all bent. Mine's all bent. Do I want to read Dragon Pearl? Sal and Gabby. Okay, Kelly, do you have any suggestions? Neither one of these have pictures. That's weird. Ooh, this print is really small on my edition. Ooh. It's weird. I have the paperback of this one, and it's got really tiny print. Oh, this one? You want me to read what it's about? I can read both of them. I'm not a very good reader. I'm not a very good reader, she says, surrounded by books. Would you want to read Arushai? Oh, yeah, I also have Arushai. I've only read the first one, and I will gladly read it again. Because I've only read the first book. But I don't know where it is. Okay, alphabet. I think it's a blue book. Or is it a black book? Oh, here it is. It's blue. I was right. This is what happens when you label your stuff with colors. Ugh. Oh yeah, these are this is the Arushais. This one says these are, so Arushai is Percy Jackson meets Sailor Moon. I don't know, I've never watched Sailor Moon. Epic journey based on Hindu mythology. So these are Hindu mythology. This one, Dragon Pearl, is about, it's about like animal spirits, like fox spirits. I don't want to read too much and spoil myself, but they're shape-shifting. What? Fox magic. What? That sounds interesting. And then this one, They Break the Universe? I don't know. It's won a ton of awards. Should just put it in it. Oh, yeah, make a wheel. Do you want me to pull a tarot card, or do you want to make a wheel? I could pull a tarot card. I need to turn off that light, though. That is painful. That is painful. Speaking of series, I just started this series. See, I start series, and this is another series I've started. But I just started, this came in like as an extra book in an owl crate, and it was so good. So I bought the other 2 books. They're like I think they're like self-published. Which it's like one of like, it's Amazon. It's like an Amazon book series. So it's published on Amazon. But it's like one of like the few like self-published books that I've actually really enjoyed. There was like 1 or 2 like minor issues, but okay. Pull a card. Okay. So we can see what matches. Which cover? Which cover's pretty? Oh, these ones? These covers? This cover? I really like these covers a lot. I think they're really, well, this is the last book, which is, it's huge. But look at this one. It's so pretty. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? They're really pretty covers. Like I said, they're like Amazon. They're published on Amazon, so they're like independently published. But yeah, this came in like an owl crate as like an extra book in an owl crate, and I've started reading it was the book that in my TBR that the cards told me to read, and I loved it. I was so glad that I read it. And the other book that I was like meant to read, I started, and I still haven't even gotten very far. And they're just not, it's just not very good. Anyway, yeah, they're soft too. They're like that. Amazon makes like, a lot of their books are really soft. Like, well, I can't show you because you're not here, but Amazon makes really soft. That's not Amazon. Where is it? I just pulled it earlier. Oh, like these ones are Amazon published, that Thomas and Mercer, and they're Oh, they're really soft. And my favorite author, she publishes through Thomas and Mercer, which is like an Amazon publisher. And well, she used to publish through a different one, but now she publishes through them. And they're awesome. They send her, oh, I got 2 cards. They send her like stuff all the time, and they're like really soft covers. I don't know. They're nice. They're nice. What do I got? I got 6 of Swords and 10 of Cups. I don't know. You're going on a difficult journey, but it's gonna be joyful. I don't know. Do any of those look like our books? This deck is so pretty, by the way. Arushai goes on a lot of journeys. It could be biased because, like, I don't know. She does go on a difficult journey, I guess. No, I'm gonna pull a different one. It doesn't look like any of the books. It's not helping. Help, guys, help. Please, cards, please. I should be consulting the other deck because the other deck is way better with like picking book titles. Yeah. It does look a journey you're going to enjoy. DQ'd. Second pull. I got the sun reversed, which I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, fall. That's fine. Just fall. Just quit. Are you trying to tell me something? I'm getting my other deck. That's what you're telling me. I had a dream that I bought another deck. I don't know what the sun means. None of those books really have like a sun on them. Sun's like joyful. Really, we keep getting the 6 of Swords keeps coming out. Jesus. Yeah, I always think sunshine and happiness. I think like when it's reversed, it's like sunshine, it's like happiness is going to be like delayed. I don't know. Or maybe it's not in the method, not in the mode that you think it's going to be or something. Where's my book? Where's my book? Where's my book? I don't know where my tarot book is. Making real good progress. Me just tiddly bitten around. That's not a real word. Where is my book? I need my book because I don't know what cards mean because I'm dumb. I'm not actually dumb. I just can't retain information anymore because I work too many jobs. Too many existing. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The wine's kicking in. Maybe there'll be like a keyword that I'll see in the 6 of Swords that'll like, I'm learning that it's time to move forward and leave the past behind me. I don't know. No more wine. It'll take longer, be harder. Don't know. Well, Rushai would take longer because it's more books. I don't know. Leaving the past behind. Does that fit with messing around with time? Yeah. Yeah. The end of time? But Arushai is complete as of the end of the year, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Do you want to read Arushai? Can you give me like a good card or can... Nope. I don't trust this deck with book recommendations. I'm good for it. All right, it's up to Kelly. I sang your name. Does it end on a good note? I don't want to know, but I hope it does. I don't know, because it's the last book comes out in April, so it'll be a while until like my cat's cleaning her crotch right there. If you want to see that, that's nice. Good job. That's nice, Sansa. We like to see it. Keeping a tidy house. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know how it. I'm sure it does because it's middle grade. So how can it not? But I know that I've only read the first book so far, but I can reread it again because it's fine with me. Plus, I'm in school right now, so a reread would not be a bad thing. But like, we'd probably just read one a month, right? There's a Rushai in the End of Time. I don't really want to show you covers. It might spoil things for you. I don't want to spoil things for you in case you get spoiled. I have book 2 in paperback. It's the only one I have in paperback. I really did enjoy the first book, though. I really like Roshni Chokski's. I really like the way she tells stories. She's a really good storyteller. I really like her as an author. Yeah, they're not that much bigger than Maya. I don't think so. They're like, how long was Maya? Maya was 290. Nope, I lied. It's the author's note. 291. What is the first Arushai? 2. Oh, the Arushai is 3 something. 3. Oh, well, there's a whole index in the back, or a glossary in the back about terms, which is really helpful, by the way. 343. So it's really not that big. I mean, it is hardcover too, so. Yeah, mine was only like 2 something. Maya was a little bit shorter, but these are like flies through. I'm game for Arushai if everyone else is. We read the first book this month, or April, I guess. April, May, June, July, and the last one. I think it's going to be the last one. I think that comes out in April. So by then it should be cheaper to buy as well. Well, I already pre-ordered, but it should be cheaper to buy as well, which is always and easier to get from the library, which is always a bonus. But I'm game for Arushai if everyone else is. Yeah, the Hindu mythology in here is really interesting. I'd love to reread it as well because it's a lot, especially now that I have the glossary. Like, now that I know it's there. I didn't know the glossary was there until after I finished it. So there's a glossary, guys. It's really helpful because it's got some of the funniest because she gives her own definitions, and some of them are just hilarious, but they also spell words out for you, so that way you know how to say them, which is really helpful. But yeah, the glossary is really helpful. But yay, we have our pick. Yeah, I did that with this. I'm like, I didn't know there was a glossary. I think it might have even said something at the beginning, but I didn't read it. I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Never mind. It didn't. No, there's a letter from Rick Riordan at the beginning, which you'll get to see how much, like, it just makes me love him so much more. But I don't think there's any mention of the glossary. But yay! I might listen to it on audio because I didn't listen to this one on audio. So maybe it depends on the narrator, but Sometimes I switch to audio like right in between, like I did with this one, like towards the end, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like with this, I got like these awful migraines for like 3 days. I even took like time off of work those days just because I have vacation time, so why not use it and just relax. And I had a headache for like all the days that I had off. It was a pain in the butt. It was awful. And then I was really excited because I'm like, I'll get some schoolwork done. I'll get a lot of Maya done. Nope. I had to finish it on audio just to be able to catch up. But it's nice though. I'm glad I got to hear some of it in audio because it was really interesting. But either way that you consume it is good. Is good. Sorry, wrong book now. Did you have any wine on those days? No, I didn't. It probably would have helped me sleep better. Yeah, it does. I've heard that. It gives it. My friend can't drink red because it gives her a headache. No, it doesn't give me a headache. It makes me sleepy. Wine makes me really like sleepy, which is nice, but it's also not nice when you have things to do, but it's nice. Yeah, I highly recommend. I don't know how much a book costs on like Amazon versus bookshop.org is where I get a lot of mine. I don't know if we've determined this yet. Is bookshop.org a thing in Canada too? Have we determined this yet? Hold on, I'm going to click right here. Oh, nope, never mind. There's only one in UK. I was curious. Aru Shai. The first chapter, I think it's the first chapter, or at least the intro of like each of the books. Roshni has been reading on her Instagram, like out loud. Oh, it's only $7 for like a paperback, I'm assuming. Is only like $7.35 for the paperback of the first book. That's not bad. One bookshop, and I'm sure it's cheaper on Amazon. I don't like to support Amazon, but hey, when you got to, you got to. Sometimes it's easier for when you're broke. What is it? Aru. It's getting really close to Chipotle closing. Josh better come home with some Chipotle. Do you love how my brain works? It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's only like $6.70. It's like $5 bucks. Yeah, it's like $7 on Amazon. Sorry, can't spit it out. It's only $6 on. Oh, it's like $1 more to get the physical copy. You might as well at that point. The Kindle is $5.99. I guess it depends on your budget, but yeah. And I'm sure they have them at the library. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, they aren't good for jumping around text. Yeah. I don't use my my Kindle as much as I would like, but to be fair, I don't read as much as I would like either because of school, but yeah, like $7, yeah. Yes, it was a random book question. I wish they would make bookshop.org a thing in Canada. I'm sure they will eventually. But look at my little alfalfa thing. This is really annoying me. But I'm sure they will eventually. But I hope they do because I love it. And sometimes it's cheaper, or it'll be like just about the same price. Like on like bookshop.org supports a local bookstore, and it's only $7.35 on here, and then on Amazon it's like $6 something. So like it's really not that much more. It's a couple cents more to support a locally owned bookstore or an independent bookstore. So do we read a lot of I don't think we do. We don't. I don't think we do. I don't know. I can't think of a single translated work that we've read together. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. We read a lot of middle grade together. A lot of middle grade. We read some YA, but I think the majority of the stuff we've read is middle grade. I would say. We started off just reading Series of Unfortunate Events because that's my favorite series. That's like one of my favorite series of all time. That's what we started off as. It was our gateway drug to buddy reading. And then from there we read like Nightmares, which was middle grade series. We read some YAs. We've read a lot of books together. We read the Illuminae Files together, which is YA. I don't think we've read any like adult or anything like that. Oh, you mean in general? Oh, do you mean in general or do you mean like together? Because definitely not together. I would say that I would say that like in general, I think I've read a decent amount of translated work. I would say like I'm not as much as I should be reading, I think. I could be reading more, but like what's his face? Like Patrick Suskind, I love him. And he's delightful. But he's a German. I would say that out of like language wise, I'm drawn to a lot of Germans because ich spreche klein Deutsch. When it comes to like translated work, but like no, not as much as I should be. A couple like classics I think that are translated, but I have learned that Irish books are not my thing. I've tried like 2 different books by Irish. Well, that's only 2, so that's just being like biased. But I've read 2 different works by like Irish authors, and I hated both of them. Oh, I have to reread Das Parfum at some point. Oh, it's so good, but I'm gonna end up rereading it and being like, this is awful. Yeah. I have read some. Yeah, I miss Translate-a-thon. I haven't participated in that in a couple years because of life, but it's not something that I'm very good at. I will be honest. I'll be honest. It's not something I'm very good at doing, is reading translated authors. Like I said, I am drawn to a lot of German authors just because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Yeah, I've read like the Odyssey or the Iliad, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I think like I haven't read that much translated lit as I would like. And sometimes translated literature kind of gets like the translation kind of gets lost as well. Sometimes, but oh yeah, I have Dr. Zhivago that I've tried to read like 20,000 times and I can't. I've tried 20,000 times and I only make it through like the first like couple paragraphs. Yeah, the first like couple pages maybe. Is Anna Karenina translated? Yeah, Anna Karenina is translated, right? Yeah. No, I've never seen the movie because I wanted to read the book, and now I'm like, I'm never going to do either, probably. Yes, I'm glad you could join us. Nice. It's nice to have another person. It's usually just Shannon and I just chatting with ourselves and me making a million tangents, which happens anyway. That's another one. I don't think I'm a very big fan of Russian literature because I don't get it a lot of times. The meaning and the setting is kind of lost on me a lot of times. That's why I think like German, I know a lot more German history and a lot more German stuff. So maybe that's why I'm drawn to that more. I have books on my shelf that are translated. Like I have books on my shelf that are different languages. Like I have some books in German. I have a Croatian book that's in Croatian. I have The Hobbit, or is it The Hobbit or is it one of the Lord of the Rings? I think it's The Hobbit. I have that in Spanish. But sorry. I go on so many tangents. I get so distracted. Oh my goodness. Don't even. I make booktube videos that are just that's why nothing ever gets uploaded anymore. Because I can't like get a thought together. I've heard such good things about War and Peace, but I was so burned on Anna Karenina that I don't know if I don't know. It'll be a while until I can muster up the courage to try War and Peace. A lot of people love Anna Karenina though. Like a lot of people love it and I don't get it. I don't want to spoil it, but it's mostly the ending. Let's just say that. It's mostly the ending that makes me hate Anna Karenina. I was fine. It was all right. And then the ending just pissed me off to the extreme. But I don't want to spoil it. That were not translated. Yeah. I would like to read more of my books in German to like refresh my German, but I'm not brave enough. Because like my favorite author, she even sent me one of her books in German, but I bought other ones of hers in German, but she sent me a copy and signed it for me. My favorite author, and I think that if I do end up reading a book in another language, it'll be that because I can read some German, and it's also a book that I've already read. It's the only other language that I can kind of speak a little bit. I have to refresh it because I actually have a placement test this week. On Thursday, I have a placement test to see if I can place out of my German class at school, so I don't have to take a language course. Fingers crossed. Your girl's going to be hanging out in Duolingo for the rest of the week until I get there. I have to refresh it. Yeah, it's tricky. It's a good way to learn like another language though. To read another book in that language. I've heard journaling. Journaling is another way that is like really helpful because you're forced to use language that you use every day. So you're forced to look up words that you use every day. My German is very the biggest problem for me is conjugating verbs, which I think would be a problem with any language. But yeah, my verb conjugate, I speak like a caveman. I can speak German, but I speak like a caveman when I'm speaking it. Like I can make orders, like if I'm like in a restaurant, I can order all my food, I can do the whole entire transaction, like interaction with the waitress and everything, the waiter, I can do all of it and pay and do tip and everything. I can do all of that in German. But like if you ask me to like have a face-to-face conversation about like books, for example, in German, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But there's no verbs. Oh, that's nice. Tons and tons of versions of nouns. Of course. You can't have both. You can't have two good things. No, my German, I'm really bad with conjugating verbs. I'm really bad with it. And I've just accepted that I will never be able to do it properly. Yeah, just a place where the work is. Yeah. I can use my German in real life settings. Like I've realized that, and like, because when I went to Germany, like I can use it in settings that I need to use it. And I can do hi, bye, and how are you, and little small tiny micro interactions. But like if you expect me to chat about a Rushai in German, it's not going to happen. I can survive, but yes, I can understand a lot more than I can speak as well. I just have to have people like speak a little bit slower for me. Like when I was in Germany, like a lot of stuff will be like being said around me. Like if someone talks smack about me in German, I'll be able to know that they're talking smack. But like, I just won't know what to say back. Ugh, yeah. 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 So fast. Yeah. Yeah. And people in German, like when they speak, the language that they're, well, English as well, like when they speak it, they get really into it. So the story will just, they'll be speaking faster and be more animated. And then like, you can't keep up. Yeah. Reading a book. Yeah. I also would like to watch I'd like to watch Dark in German. Like I think the more media you consume in a language as well, the more of the language you pick up. Because we watched Dark, we watched it dubbed, but not in German, and I would like to watch it in German again. I recommend watching it dubbed for the first time, but I think since I speak German, I can speak some German. I'm not fluent, but I think I'd like to watch it in German a second time because I think it would be good for the brain. Yeah. It's a great show. Dark is a great show. It's a commitment though. I recommend watching it dubbed with subtitles, although sometimes the subtitles don't match up with what's being dubbed, but that's what I think I would do. I'd watch it in German subtitles. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great show though. It's got 3 seasons. 3 seasons, and they planned out all of the seasons. Not only did they plan out their air date, but they also like planned out everything. Like everything. Their air dates, like the dates that the seasons came out, matched events happening kind of within the story, which was really cool. But it also was pre-mapped out, which is beautiful because so many shows just go on and on and on and don't know where the hell they're going, and they just kind of make it up and stumble. No, they had 3 seasons. They had it planned out. They knew exactly where they were going, where they were ending. But it is a lot. Like if you are going to commit to Dark, you commit to Dark because there is so much happening. So much happening. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a lot. In a good way. Whoever wrote that show is snaps to them because woo, they are a heck of a writer. I could not even. Ugh. It's a great show. It's a great show. That's one of Josh's like favorite shows right now. Like he will rewatch it because he just loves it. Yeah, I love that because it's like you have a destination and you actually end up there and everything rounds out nice. Everything makes sense. She's cute. But yeah, it's all like, and like when it ends too, that it's going to be 3 seasons and yeah, it's nice. It's a really great show. Highly recommend. Oh, speaking of Dark, Josh read Dark Matter. Do you know how long? I think I've said this to you, Shannon. How long? Yeah, she was. Yeah, she's a cutie. But do you know how? I think I've told you like how long I've been trying to get him to read Dark Matter, because it's the #1 book on my shelf that I've been trying to get him to read forever. He read that shit in one sitting. One sitting. I'm like, I told you. Yes, he finally read it. Finally. And he loved it. He read it in one sitting, and he's like, do you have any more books like that? I'm like, I've been telling you to read this book for forever. One sitting. He started it, he had a boring day at work, so like some downtime. And so he started at work, and then he got home and he couldn't put it down. He like finished it before he fell asleep. I'm like, he doesn't read a lot. No. And it's been really annoying because I've been recommending this book to my partner for years since I read it, which I think I read it in 2016, 2017, maybe 2018. I don't remember when it came out, but it's been years, and I've been recommending this book for years. And all he's been reading is this terrible Dark Tower books that have been awful, and he hasn't been enjoying them anyway. But now he's stubborn because he's already started. And now he's forcing me to read them, and I've only read the first 3. And like he just finished the 4th one, and he took a break. And I'm like, well, while take a break from these books, read this. And he did. And I'm like, yes. And he loved it. I'm like, ha. Yeah, I mentioned it years ago. Years ago. It took him this long. Oh, yeah, don't even bother. Don't bother with the Dark Tower. They're not good. The first, well, let me rephrase. The second book, fantastic. The second book of the Dark Tower is phenomenal. I loved it. The first book was like a 2-star read. The second book was like a 5-star read for me. So respectively, probably like about a 4, because I overrate. The third book was like a 3-star, but it's so weird. Like the second book was the best, and even he says like the second book was the best. But yeah, the first book is bad. This is just not good. Stephen King can be hit or miss though, but he should not be writing fantasy. Yeah, he doesn't. The first book is ugh. The second book's phenomenal, though. I really like the second book. The second book has like time travel and stuff involved, and it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal, I think, but it might also be because I read the first book, and the first book was so bad that like the second book probably looks better now. But I loved I loved it. And the beginning of the third book was all right, but then it got weird again, and it was just. It's like and it's weird too. It's like a fantasy Western. So it's weird. It's just weird. He shouldn't be writing fantasy at all. Like, and I've heard like it's more enjoyable if you've read like all of his works because he like intertwines the stories. But even then, I don't think it could be enjoyable. I don't know, because I read Lissy's story. I've read that one. And that was like fantasy-esque, magical realism-esque. And that was weird too. It was really weird. That one they say is a good way to like view how he writes. Like it's fiction, but it's like the main character, he likes to make main characters out of writers. But the main character like is, I don't know. He says he sees himself the most in that character. But it's not very good. It was all right. I get what he was trying to do, but horror is where I like to go with him. Like Salem's Lot, like Pet Sematary. I've only read those 2 so far. Out of his other stuff, I've read other stuff of his like while I was younger, but damn wine is putting me to sleep. But yeah, I have Under the Dome. Haven't read it yet, but it's like, oh. What's she doing? Oh, there's 2 of them in there now. Oh, hold on. Don't get dizzy. I'm gonna move you closer to them. Hold on, I gotta unplug. Okay. Oh, look at that cuteness. Oh. Yes, sorry. Sorry, I'm on tangent time now. I'm going to put it in my phone this time because I wrote it on my calendar and then I almost forgot. Aren't they cute? I love them so much. Those are my girls. Sansa and Arya are in there. Arya loves to climb in there when there's other people in there. Yeah, there only was one. She just went in there. There only was Sansa in there, and now they're both in there. Arya, the one that's right there on top, she likes to climb in when there's other people. When there's other people, when there's other cats in there. Look, Sansa's like, I can't take this. I'm getting out of here. Look at her. She's like stuck. Anyway, yeah, Under the Dome is chunky. Anyway, sorry. Taking a time. Oh, yeah, the TV show. Yeah. Oh, they love each other. She's once out now, I think. She's probably getting ready for her bath. She'll take a bath with me tonight. Josh is texting me about food. That's important. Anyway, my calendar. When do we want to do the live show next? Not always. Yeah. I think because Josh wants me to continue to read the Dark Tower series with him. And for the sake of buddy reading with him, I will probably continue, but I'm probably going to switch to audiobook. I've noticed that King is a lot easier to absorb through audiobook for me personally. It's probably not the same for everyone, but and usually I like the narrators. Usually. Tuesday, April 27th. That works for me. 7 or same time, 7. Does that work for you, Kelly? I don't know why I rolled the K. Kelly? Why did I say it like that? Okay. Arushai, book 1. I'm going to make it purple notification because the book is kind of purpley and bluey. All right, Arushai, book 1. If anything comes up, feel free to message one of us to let us know. We will postpone. We've done it before. Because life happens, and we know what it's like. Gets really weird. It has nothing to do with the book. Oh, Under the Dome? Yeah, I haven't seen anything of it, the show. I haven't read the book yet either because it's a chunky boy. It's a chunky boy. Yeah, especially these days. Yeah, we're more than willing to postpone. If someone can't read, we'll read it in time, but yeah, I'm hoping. This is one that I've already read, so hopefully for me it'll be an easy read since school is nuts, but hopefully it'll be an easy read for me because of everything. Since I've already read it, but I'm excited to reread it because I really like Roshni Chomsky's, and I'm excited to have someone else read it so I can talk about it. Probably not when anything's streaming. No. Yeah, I love these live shows with Shannon. I'm scratching my leg, by the way, not like a naughty bit or something. Yay for rereading. You're gonna enjoy it. I hope. Like I said, it's got a lot of mythology, but I think if you like this, I think you will definitely like this. Look, they even look kind of alike. I think you'll like it. The covers, I mean. Anyway, Don't forget to take a break once in a while. I know. I have to turn in a paper at midnight or 11 o'clock tonight. And I was going to edit it, but I also don't care enough to edit it again. So I think I'm just going to turn it in. It's not very good. I hate the whole thing, but I can't rewrite it. So I think I'm just going to turn it in. I think I'm just going to give in and just turn it in as is. If it's terrible, it's terrible. I don't care anymore. It's like a 7-page paper too. It's for this class that I hate, this American literature class. Is so awful. It's so awful. We take 2 breaks in a 1-hour class, and they wonder why kids are weak today and can't survive working. It's because they have they're taught in school to take breaks every hour, like 2 breaks in 1 hour. We're at home. Like, it's not even like we're in school. Yeah, 2 breaks in 1 hour. It's the dumbest thing. Josh rolls his eyes every time because I like go and I'm like very sarcastic about the breaks that we take. So when Josh is here, I'll like go downstairs and be like, well, I'm on break number 1. And then I'll like pet the cats and then I'll come back up and be back to class. Yeah, 2 breaks for 1 hour. Yeah, I have to take this one. It's part of my. Well, I had to take a literature course or what do they call it? They call it a 200 literature course. So like American Lit, European Lit 1. But this one was the one that was available this semester that fit with my schedule. So it's the one I took. Because it counts towards my degree. I'm almost done with school though. I'm almost done. I would say that I have probably 2 semesters left. I think. If I plan my next semester right, which will probably result in me not getting the classes that I want. But if I plan my classes right, I only have like 2 more semesters, which will make me graduate ahead of schedule because I was supposed to graduate in like 2023. But I am older than all these kids, so I am ready for it to be over. I can't take it with these kids. These freaking kids that need breaks every hour. 2 breaks in 1 hour. Kills me every time. And he spends half the class talking. He's like me. Like, he just spends half the class talking about nothing. But I'm paying for it. You guys get to enjoy this for free. You're welcome. You're welcome. But he does this and I'm paying for it. Today's class, the first half was talking about like, I can't even tell you because I wasn't paying attention. Because it was just that like random. I'm just like, are we going to get to our actual what we read yet? We spent 3 classes talking about the midterm, which is what this is, the midterm paper. We spent 3 classes talking about the midterm, deciding what the prompt would be. I'm like, isn't this your job? Like, what? I'm like, what? I have been in school for a long time. I will very much be in debt. Yes, Bane. I will very much be in debt. It also took me a while to figure out like what I wanted to do. Because I was like tanking. Like, I was doing awful in school. And until I found creative writing, and now I'm on the dean's list all the time. So like, I think it really has to do with like finding what you're definitely good at. Like, I wanted to be like a paleontologist or a geologist. Like, I would have loved that. But I quickly learned the math part of science and the chemistry part of science. Nope, they're not for me. And I was like tanking. I was doing so bad in school, like really bad. Like, I was on probation, like academic probation, before I transferred to this school. But yeah, I was like bad news, like really doing bad. And then I switched to English. I was just going to do like English literature part. And then my one professor got me to switch to creative writing major. She's like, you would be really good as a creative writing major. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm an English major with a creative writing concentration, but I love it. I make the dean's list every semester now. Hopefully I still make it this semester. I have a lot of gen eds this semester, but we'll see. I had a nutrition class. It was the worst. I hated it. Every class I have this semester, I'm not a huge fan of. It's not a good semester, but you know what? I'm knocking out some gen eds, but it makes such a difference. I seriously think that everyone can do good in school. They just have to find what they actually like. And I'm not talking about high school or anything, because high school's trash, especially in America. It's just all whitewashed trash that you're never going to use. But I think college, I think a lot of it is finding your path, which sounds like super philosophical, but anyway, sorry. I went on a tangent and bragged about being on the dean's list. Oh, I didn't get to show off my ring either. I wore it so I could show you. I bought it because I was Googling Medusa stuff on, look at his little head. It's so cute. I was Googling Medusa stuff on Etsy, and I found this ring, and I'm like, I need this in my life. It's so cute. It's so cute. A little snaky snake. Josh hates it because he hates snakes. I love it. It's so cute. Sorry. Welcome, Kelly, to the world of tangents. Anyway, I should probably go. Leave you guys for the night. I loved reading Maya. It was so good. Can't wait to when the next book comes out. I can't wait for it. It looks so pretty. Can't wait to read Arushai with you all. It's going to be fun. Anyway. And on that note, now I'm just staring in awkward silence. Yes, thanks for joining us, Kelly. Is it Kelly? Should I be calling you something else? Is Kelly okay? Remember to hand in your paper. I know, I got to hand in my paper. Like I said, I don't even think I'm going to edit it. I don't think I care enough. I'm just going to turn it in. I'm just going to turn it in. Yeah, I have homework. I have this, and I have a ton of other homework. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I got this. Procrastinating to the extreme. Okay, so Kelly works. Okay. All right. I will see you next time. Like I said, if anything comes up, just holler. We're more than willing to move it. Life happens, especially during the pandemic. I'm going to go I'm either going to finish this or I'm going to sneak it back in the bottle before Josh gets home, or dump it out. If I dump it out, Josh really can't know. Anyway. Oh, Josh is coming home. I can just give it to him. Solution. Duh. I can just give it to him. He'll just drink it. The wine's getting to me. Anyway, I'm going to go turn in this terrible paper. He can just drink it. I didn't even think of him. He's coming home. He can drink it. I can just give it to him. He's like a trash can. I'll be like, here, drink this. I drank half of it. Kind of. Didn't like it. Duh. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to have a better beverage for next time. Anyway, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.